peoples, welcome back to my channel.
Listen, my waistline's just my sideline, nigga, so don't take time, cause my hotline's banging on me. Yeah.
Welcome if you're new, and welcome back, girl, if you are already subscribed. Talking of subscription, you already know what I'm gonna say. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and let's get this show on the road. Now today I've come to you guys with a different type of video. Like, listen, I'm here. Wait, before we even go any further, how can I act like nothing's happened? Firstly, can we please look at my hair? Now guys, obviously this is all subjective, but I have wanted to do this hairstyle for ages. I think they're called like pop smoke braids or something like that. I don't want to give the wrong name, then people come for me like they came for Kim Kardashian when she called her braids Bo Derek braids, when we blatantly know that's not what they're called. But anyways, I digress. I am beyond bamboozled, shamboozled, flabbergasted. I actually can't believe it. Now, I did this by myself. Let's get this very crystal clear. I did this all by myself. But here's the thing on top of it all, please. Please. This is my wig. Oh, would you believe me if I said it's a wig? Yeah, this is a wig, guys. Like, honestly, I didn't think it was possible. Well, technically, it's not a wig. Remember, I told you guys, I'm not on the wig front yet, but I am joining very soon. But it's a sew-in, and I've got my I've got my closure on top. So none of this is my scalp. Now, I know any guys watching are gonna be flabbergasted unless my hair is not as nice as I thought and it's very obvious. But guys, can we just take this in? And can we also take in the fact that I did this all by myself? So defo, a severe clap for me. I take it and I accept it. Thank you so much. Today I'm here with a different type of video. Now, I told you I'm gonna stop clapping. I'm trying to stop clapping. Today I've come with a different type of video. I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I feel like I will have a name for it at the end. That's what will probably be at the bottom there. But for now, we can call it maybe like girl talk or group chat or something like that. First times, or I don't know what we're gonna call it, but I will call it something. Like I said, I don't know what it's going to be called, but it'll be a little mini series where I will be asking many people, some friends, people that, you know, have DM'd, people that have DM'd me, people from the public, people all over the place, family members, friends, co-workers, colleagues, and now we'll be asking them to share some stories with myself along with you guys, and we're just gonna chill, listen, and laugh at other people's demise. As crazy as it sounds, that's literally what we're doing. So today's topics is worst dates.
Worst.
Literally, like, when I'm thinking about this whole thing, I'm just getting flashbacks. To be fair, let me be honest, right? I've had terrible dates. Some with like people I was with, like my boyfriends and stuff like that. And some were obviously with people that you're just dating or whatever. If I think properly, for sure, my worst date was probably one of two. Okay, so like, oh gosh, I can't even believe I'm telling you this, guys. I'm sweating from even telling you guys. So the first one that I can think of from my mind is probably a time when I went out with this guy. Girls, it was cute. He was a cutie. He was fine. He was nice. Everything was A1. Okay, we went to a nice place, had a great time. I really hope no one's watching this, guys. Actually, literally, I cannot. Went to a nice restaurant, had a great time, was having the time of my life. Now, the first red flag was, right, he started talking too much. He was talking about his ex-girlfriend too much, way too much. Like, listen, I'm all for, you know, we have to get to know each other and know everybody's past and things like that, but he was going in and in and in. At this point, I just want to leave the table, but I thought maybe he's scarred. Okay, maybe this was the love of his life. You know how people love to say that's the love of their life and stuff like that. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's the situation. So I turned a blind eye. Overall, the date itself was mwah. It was amazing. I had a great time. Everything was cool. Here comes the problem though, because when we were on our way to the date and stuff like that, he was like, can you just please hold my phone? Can you hold these for me, please? Because I can't remember what it was, but he had two phones. Even me telling you this, everyone knows what's going on. I was just a dummy. I was the naive one. He had two phones. So he had two phones, and he was just basically asked me if I could hold them for a second. So I was holding them, think he was doing something with his car or parking it up, looking for something in the car. I don't know. This was a while ago, by the way. This is not right now, okay? So So obviously I took the phones, just put them in my bag, whatever. We're having a day, everything's great, everything's fantastic, everything is mwah, as I love to say. And you know what, I should probably not turn to the side too much, because remember, this is a closure, it's not a frontal. Let's not forget.
Also forgot to add that during the date, he kept telling me about his businesses that he does and all these great extravagant finance deals that he's up to. I didn't even care, but I was thinking, all right, cool story, bro.
During the day, he's like, I think he wanted to show me something anyway. So he's like, oh yeah, let me give him my foot, like, for me to give him the phone back, innit? Me completely forgetting he had 2 phones. I just gave him back the iPhone. I think to me, that's what the normal thing is. Give me your phone. I just automatically went, gave him the phone, blah, blah, blah. He didn't even bat an eyelid. Anyways, end of the day, I go home. He takes me home, and I think my friend was at my house that time, so she comes, I'm talking to her, I was like, yeah, we did this, we did that, la-di-da-di-da, having a, you know, going all that, talking about my day. And basically I hear, you know, that stupid ringtone. Anyways, I'm looking around, I'm thinking, what is that? You know when you hear something that's not familiar, in a sound that's not from your house, you automatically assume it's the neighbors. You don't even, your mind doesn't even register it, because it's not something that's familiar. So I'm talking, and I'm like, no, this is actually coming from in here. So I'm looking around, and my bag is vibrating. So I go in the bag and I realize, oh snap, it's the guy's phone, the other phone. Now the other phone, based on the ringtone you heard, was obviously a little burner phone. Now I don't think the rest is quite self-explanatory. The thing is, I don't know if this counts as a bad date. The funny thing is, my friend and I were like, should we look inside? And you guys already know what I did. You lot know I looked inside. I mean, there's no question for me to ask you, what do you think I did? You know what I done. I looked inside, and it was just hella drug activities, hella fraudulent, hella madness. Like, it was just crazy. So yeah, I didn't speak to him again, and maybe that counts as a bad date, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. The other one I can think of was, I went out with this guy, and then we were supposed to go to this lit restaurant. So he comes to get me, we're talking, everything, and he starts going to Tesco, he starts going here, basically running errands on the way. Initially, the first stop, I was like, cool, this is a minor. He went to Tesco first. And the second stop, he stopped at someone else's house. And I'm thinking, okay, whatever. I just thought, I want to eat my food. That was my main thought at the time. Third stop, now we stopped the car again. I'm thinking, this is not the restaurant, but someone comes in the back seat. They're having a chat. The person, I don't know what they do. I'm just looking to the side, girl. I'm not involved. Then he does it again, and someone else goes in the back. They're having a conversation. I'm not looking. Then he done it one more time. Someone else comes into the back and they start talking, but now I'm peeping it that this person goes in the glove compartment and reaches for a little baggie. Girl, this guy was shotting on my date. He was shotting on my date. Guys, I think I was about like 18, 17. That was probably the worst one ever. If I'm being completely honest, that was actually the worst one. Shotting on my date. Shotting on my date. And this is the worst part. Do you know how many times he done it? 3 more times. And me, before, like I told you, Norian used to be a severe stupid, but you know, she's dead in the grave. I didn't say anything because I was scared. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I didn't even know what to do. So I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna be in my corner. If the police stop us, that is your own. The worst thing about it all is, by the time he was done all his activities, we didn't even get to go to the restaurant. The restaurant was closed. The restaurant was closed, and what did I have to eat? Nando's. I had to eat Nando's, not even Nando's inside, because I love a Nando's, but it wasn't even Nando's sitting in, it was Nando's takeaway. Where did I have to eat it? In the car on my way home. So I got dressed up to go on a shotting journey, basically work experience. This guy took me on work experience, follow him for the day to see what he does. And the thing about it is, he didn't say anything. He didn't mention anything as if to say, oh, sorry, this is, he just acted like it was normal. And I was so scared. I was petrified. Let me be honest. I was shook. That's why I didn't say a pip. Took me to do that and go Nando's takeaway. Dressed up for nothing. That, till this day, remains to be the worst day in the history of worst dates. Apart from that, I can probably say the time I went on a date with a guy, he was I don't want to say no names, girl, this is too embarrassing. He was a Ghanaian and he was short, and I know that he felt the kind of way because he was tiptoeing the whole night. I mean, where did they do that at? He was tiptoeing the whole night. And to be fair, even when he came to pick me up, I could tell from the way, I could tell, you know when you see someone sitting in their car from the window, he was seated a bit low, and I thought, this guy's definitely shorter than me. That's not it, just, I don't know how I feel about that. I've not had to deal with that, so I can't really tell you guys much about that. However, when we came out the car, you know, we're riding, we get to the destination. When we come out the car, I'm thinking, okay, this is the moment of truth. We're gonna find out what the height is saying. This guy comes out and I can see him tiptoeing. Tiptoeing in my Jordans. Literally tiptoeing the whole night. I felt uncomfortable for him. It was just an uncomfortable time. So the date itself was okay, but I just felt too awkward. It was a little bit too macho. Too macho, excess lover. So that was the worst date for me personally. But what I'm gonna do for you guys is get a couple of basically get a few of these same experiences. I know we've been through all of them. We've all been through a bad date, you know. It doesn't define us. Does it define the person? Sometimes yes, no. Sometimes it's so awkward I feel bad for the person.
So yes guys, for the next couple weeks I will be airing out this mini series where every single week we will have a new caller coming on here.
They're shut in the bed,
sharing their worst date story. I really hope you guys enjoy it. I really hope you guys have a laugh. And yeah, man,
as the stories are going through, I really hope you enjoy. Be sure to leave some of your worst dates down below. Let me know what you would have done in some of the situations that are going to come up. Leave your thoughts down below. I will see you guys next time. Mwah.